Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you back to Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6, if I can just get the right spot to land. I suppose I never mentioned that we can't land in forests and deserts with this, but anyway, wow, I'm right next to it. Anyway, since last time I got my final abilities well, not final abilities, but I got the abilities I wanted for Scootaloo, in here somewhere. And let's see, I also, since he was like literally 300 experience points away, I decided to grind out that last little 300 points for her, or 300 points, that last level for her, and get her a little bit of a magic boost, so. Anyway, in order to progress with the plot, as twice said, we need to come back to Neighshe. Oh, awesome! An escort! A royal escort? Nah. Hey guys, and I see the mayor is now mayor of Neighshe. All of a sudden. Well, since the 1.0 release, I guess, or somewhere in there where there was new sprites and I wasn't here before. Or, I mean, I had already been through this part of the game and all that. Relieved I am to see you returned. I don't know about that sentence. Well, you guys could, you know, give us money for once. We could hire mercenaries with your money that you haven't given us. Since, you know, you haven't done anything to support us yet. Oh. Sealed gate. And if Twilight's not in your party, she will just randomly show up right now. Or roughly right now, anyway. True, but how are we supposed to get them to help us? Demanded speed. Well, I guess. That was a bit of a forced rhyme, in a way. I mean, just because of the way her sentence is structured. If the Espers... Oh, okay. I didn't... Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. How do you know I'm a half-Esper already? Well, I guess we did just kind of tell all that, didn't we? True. Very true. Which reminds me, I kind of glossed over the fact that Twilight is in G1. In fact, there's actually two of them in G1, one being the Unicorn and the other one being a Pegasus. Funny thing about their color schemes too is that if they look like that, if they did the Dragon Ball Z fusion, they would totally make a Princess Twilight sparkle. Seriously, that's crazy. Anyway, I suppose so. Well, actually, no, it's not their land too, but it would benefit them since the Empire's coming after them and all that. Yeah, that's true. That's the only clue we get as to where it is. Now, since returning to Neighshe, which we are over here in the mayor's house, their equipment has been upgraded, and they do not have peace rings here. Otherwise, there is, well, new stuff to be had here. We have speed shoes for the first time that we can purchase, if we so choose, although it's very expensive. Reflect rings, which I actually will want to buy eventually. I know in my Pony Fantasy LP I waited until way later in the game because we could buy them for cheaper, but we can't get a discount on these anymore. So, as in this mod, that is. Otherwise, we have the back guard, which could be useful. Protects us from back attacks and pincer attacks, so we'll always be in a good position with between that and the Gale Band, I suppose. But I don't care for any of this. Otherwise, I'm still kind of short on funds, but I have not sold anything since I was here last. So I have a whole ton of things that I could actually sell, which I'm going to do real quick off screen, and I'll be right back, and I guess I'll show you what I still have afterwards. Well, technically, I'm probably never going to need the Mana Bangle ever, but I'll keep it anyway. I'm almost certainly never going to need the Pure Amulet. I'll keep it anyway. Otherwise, well, actually, these could still be useful in, like, a select couple instances later on, and I don't think I'm ever going to need the Zephyr Capes anymore either, although I only have one. Huh. Usually I get a couple extras when I'm going through Griffin's Stone, but yeah, otherwise, and, well, I might end up using that, who knows, but yeah, otherwise, all the rest of the stuff I want to keep. I've sold a whole bunch of stuff there, keeping my silver equipment, my most of my specific race equipment, of course thick splints, because we're still going to need those for our light armor characters. Yeah, Steel Claw, Full Moons, of course including the Shurikens, the Steel Katana, the various elemental swords, even though I'm probably never going to use the Bio Blade or the Cloud Dagger, and yeah, Parry Dagger and Curve Knife could still be useful in a couple instances here and there. So, and otherwise, I also still have all of this equipment, yeah, steel and silver, what have you stuff, but there's some more new stuff that we're going to be able to buy while we're here. So that netted me a lot of money. I don't believe there's anything I want to buy here in the weapon shop unless something extra has been added. We do have the Bio Rod that we could buy if we really want to learn Bio, or even cast it as a spell, because we actually can't do that with this particular item, but I don't care about that, so forget that. So we could still buy the Toxic Dagger, which technically is useful. I mean, I think it actually procs, I don't know if it's poison or bio, it's one of the two, 25% chance there, which, by the way, is boosted by Scootaloo's physical multiplier abilities, so, and then the claws, which do add +2 magic, not that that really matters for, well, sort of matters for Luna when she gets her 5th Alicorn ability anyway. One thing I realized I glossed over is Luna does learn her Alicorn abilities at a slightly slower pace than Sabin ever did, but it's not bad at all. But yeah, nothing I care for at the weapon shop there. Otherwise, we have the armor shop, which does have several new things that I could buy, including the winged saddle that I stole in the last one. We have silver splints. I definitely want at least 3 of these. You can still get rune bits, reinforced bits, gale saffron if you need them. Steel saffron is useless. I don't care, even though I do have one on Luna right now. You know what? I'm actually going to get an extra one of those just in case. I think I actually did have more of these, but... Oh, wait. Why am I not giving you the reinforced bit? Oh, because I just kind of slapped on equipment real quick. That's why. I think this is still... Oh, they're practically the same. Well, anyway, yeah, wing saddle we could buy if you didn't steal them. We also have the Mystic Saddle, which I want to get one of. This, well, new to this version, raises MP, so I guess I won't really need, like, the rune bits and the reinforced bits for as long as I thought I did. Also, nullifies water, which is really useful in a couple of instances. And then the Earth Saddle for the Earth Ponies there. I want to get at least 2 of these. Raises HP, and also nullifies Earth, which usually isn't useful because Float also nullifies Earth, but there is at least 2 instances where it is helpful. So anyway, these are, in fact, weaker than... Oh, where is it? Oh, I guess I don't have it equipped. But yeah, this is, in fact, weaker than the Silver Saddle defensively, but I still like them for their, well, as you can see, the magic power boost for 1. That's really useful there. The defense is negligible in both cases. I'm not really going to need you for that, but yeah, in both cases, the extra defense for the silver saddle isn't that great. Although the magic defense is, but yeah, I like the bigger boost, especially for Luna there. Not that, yeah, you're going to need that. And you, of course, can't equip the steel. Yeah, you still can only do the thick splint, and there's nothing new for you there, Scoot. Although, do I want the steel or do I want the... Oh yeah, the reinforced bit, literally the same thing. So yeah, I don't even need those steel bits anymore either. So I can sell those off screen. Nice. And also that jeweled splint that I had for... Or not splint, the jeweled whatever armor that I had there. But anyway, also while we're here, there's something else that we can do at this particular point in the game. Get up there, going back up to the treasure house that was way over here. I guess I could have went around the other way. And in the armor shop, since that has 2 doors there. Huh? What the... Trixie! What are you... Hey! What are you doing here? I can walk under you and make your feet appear. Or hooves appear. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, what are you doing here? You weren't here in the original game. It was some random thief. Empty. What did you steal? Hey! Get back here! Dang it! Well, in order to give chase to Trixie, we're going to have to go traipsing through the freaking mines. Here she goes! Hey, come back here! And it's all the same... Hey, what was that just now? Huh. Anyway, it's all the same old enemies. We don't even have those enemies that we briefly met on Twine's Chorus path for some odd reason. Says you! That's what you think, seriously. Yeah, in order to get there, we just need to go this way, and the path is pretty straightforward. And again, no new monsters, just the monsters from the very first time we went to the Neighshe caves. Hey, Trixie! Get across that bridge, why? Sheesh. No enemies in this area, of course, but yeah, every time we go through the mines, which I'm getting ridiculously fortunate, we are supposed to get into battles there, but I didn't. Otherwise, we have this area which also does not have any random encounters at this particular time, which it did before, but just saying. You need to come over here. Hey, Trixie! Trixie, you trickster! Hey. What if I want to move? Oh, you're not going to let me, huh? Yeah, we literally just had to stand still. Wow, I love how her hair is deflated when she's down like that. We automatically turn away for some reason, as if we were intending to leave. Pinkie, I'm sorry, but your shading is kind of jarring in color. Gold hairpin? What the heck was that just now over there? Now, basically, what we can do here is we can either rescue Pinkie or rescue Trixie. We can only do one. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of tempted to take the gold hairpin because it cuts MP use in half for any and all spells, including Espers. And there's an Esper that's really, really, really useful in the next dungeon, but I can't do it. I mean, I am tempted to, but I've got to say Pinkie. And you are the real Pinkie, right? Get party loving and all that other jazz. Gotta smile. For Pinkie, one of the only characters whose name actually fits in the 6-letter limit. One of the very few. Oh. Actually, that's not true for anybody who wants to. I mean, you don't have to go telling Drakey how to do it. He probably knows how to do it, but he's didn't really want to do it. This is just Pinkie breaking the fourth wall. Just so you know. Okay, well. Inglorious exit, but Trixie shall not throw smoke bombs this time. Ooh. Hope that didn't hurt. Yeah, and she'll go back to the airship, so I also want to go back to the airship to recruit Pinkie so that we can do some more very specific stuff with her. So I'll meet you there. Guess what? It's party time with Pinkie because, well, that's what she does, pre-parties. And that's well, her specialty, party themes, which we already had 2. We got 1 before. I'll go over those in just a moment. Pinkie herself, well, in the original game, Mog, I believe always starts 5 levels above whatever the level average is. As you can see, Pinkie is 2 levels above the level average, so that changed a little bit. And I've already re-equipped her, but she starts off with her card trick that I stole from her before, and also the Steel Splint again, although she can't normally equip that, so she gets the Thick Splint. Obviously, she gets Earth Pony equipment, which doesn't really benefit her at all. Her stats actually are only a little better than Rainbow Dash's as far as her offenses go. At, I think, 34 and 30, respectively, if I remember correctly. Obviously, it doesn't show there because these are boosting her bigger there, but yeah, her stats aren't terribly good, but she's not... She's kind of interesting, I guess you could say. She's random, if you will, especially with her party themes. Basically, she has different themes that she gains by fighting on different terrains. We fought in the caves to get the rock and roll. Winter Wrap, she started off with already. This is actually the mountain-related one. I'll go elaborate on that a little more. Basically, whenever you activate a party theme, you'll do one of 4 themes based, or one of 4 attacks, magic attacks, based on the theme that she does not have an equal chance of using. Basically, each one will be a 7 in 16 chance, the second will be a 6 in 16 chance, the third is a 2 in 16 chance, and the last is a 1 in 16 chance. Don't expect to see the last 2 very often. Just like Pony Fantasy, these have been rearranged, in fact redone quite a bit to reflect specific elements with ice and earth specifically. And we can get more abilities here by fighting in other terrains, such as the plains, which is simple enough. We actually have to fight in the specific things, and I guess I might as... Oh, actually, you absorb ice. So... yeah, this, unlike the original game, does not change the background, and it's also guaranteed to work. And it also does not put her in a uncontrollable state. For better or for worse, I suppose. Got a new party theme. Let's see, for the plains, we get the Wind Song, Wind Elemental. I'll talk a little bit more about those in a moment. Desert. A ball, not terribly useful. I don't know what that does exactly, but it's not very good. Anyway, since Pinkie kind of failed to kill those guys with her theme there, we get another party theme from the desert, which I believe is the Fire Elemental one. One of the better themes, yeah, Fiery Frenzy. Going into the forest. I have Celestia with me purely because I want her to start learning Grasp and Osmos. And Twi also, well, she's practically done with these 2, so I have her learning Osmos over here along with Protecting Shell, because why not? Not that I really care about those because I have Wind Whistler, and then she's also equipped with the Ice Sword so she can learn some stuff. I guess I could equip Pinkie with some more relics, but this is a little short demonstration, I guess. Okay, that'll work. It's not the best spell, but that'll work. Yeah, the kind of unfortunate thing with Pinkie, I actually had the opportunity to look at what her party themes were going to have, and I approved of them at the time. But in practice, I actually don't end up liking them all that much, admittedly. What do we get for this one? Toxic, that'll never be useful, literally. Only 2 more to go for now, even though there are 3 more, but the third one we can't get until, well, much, much later. So, the easy one to get here, we just fight back in Griffinstone to get the Talon background. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't really end up liking them too much in practice. Hey, Spike. Mostly because some of the abilities have oh, crud. Actually, I don't want to fight you. I'd rather fight something else. I don't want to get hit with 8 magnitude 8. Okay, fine! Make it worse. Why not? What summon do you have? Powder? Yeah, go ahead and summon that. Why not? That'll help. Anyway, yeah, more on the themes here. They just, I don't know. Like the 7 and 16 and 6 and 16 chants in most of the cases are not terribly good. Unfortunately, you're not. Oh, what is that? Oh, scratch that. That was actually pretty good. Celestia, you are almost gonna die. Wow. Nice. Got that party theme. What element is this? Lightning? That one, that's an okay one. One more to get, and it's the complicated one, but more on that in just a moment. Yeah, for most of these, like, they've been rearranged. Like, Winter has a really cruddy ability that I've actually demonstrated already, as it's 7 and 16. Fire is actually really good because it can do Sunbath, which is a multi-target healing ability that I think is a little better than Cure 2, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Fiery Frenzy, Rock and Roll, and Thunderclap, for the most part, I find to be mostly useful. The other ones can be really odd, especially the next one that I'm going to get, which has unfortunately been nerfed quite a bit, although even though it takes quite a bit to actually get, which is the Water Elemental theme, which you can get by, well, you can go into the Horn River for one, but let's not go that way because there's a easier way to get it. Basically, we want to start either from the falls or from the belts. Either way, we're going to have to go through both to take the shorter path, as it were. So, going through the falls and going through the velds once more, well, which I'll just get to real quick. To the Veld Cave, we're basically just going to go through the Serpent Trench again. I'm only going to fight one battle and then run from everything else. Once again, you're going to want to go left on everything in order to, well, get through as quickly as possible. Though, of course, we do need to win the first fight. Not that it should be that hard at this point. Die, 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 die. Please die. Thank you. Whew! That was scary. Got the party theme, though, and coffee! That's cool. Okay, then. And once we get back here to Appaloosa, which this loser also does not have the peace ring, we want to not go back to Canterlot, well, or not Canterlot, Ponyville, but we actually want to take a chocobo for once. Oh, hey, Bloom. 80 bits, and oh, it's the first time I've done this. Yeah. It's easy. Anyway, this path will automatically leave town, and the path over here is open. So, in order to get back to the airship, we simply run along this path down here, listening to great music, which actually this is the first time we've heard it in this LP, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, past, now we're on Luna's quest again, but, yeah, I don't really like using her themes that much personally because, well, they're unreliable, they're random. Oh, I can't go that way. There is some good stuff in there, but unfortunately the really good stuff is hidden in the 2 and 16 and 1 and 16 chants. Run right over the Everfree Forest. So, yeah, what exactly do I want to do with Pinkie? You might wonder. I mean, since her themes do rely on her magic stat, it would make sense, of course, to give her magic boost, so you might as well do that if you plan to use her right now at this point in the game. But I actually have a different idea in mind, because Pinkie's real saving grace is the equipment that she eventually gets, not for a while yet, but her themes can be good if you do boost her magic, but I like certain equipment draws that she gets later on, much later on in the game, so I'm actually going to be boosting another stat later on, which I do not have access to at the moment, believe it or not. So basically to boost that really odd equipment that is not going to have anything to do with any of her stats whatsoever, except technically for one, which I cannot do at the moment. So I'm actually not going to be using Pinkie at the time being, which is kind of why I was thinking about going for that gold hairpin, but in any case, we'll be moving on, unfortunately without those peace rings, next time on Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6. Arrivederci!